a flat tax credit based upon your age or demographic. That's the same for everybody, so you don't need the IRS in your life.
Okay, well, we're going to be back with more on Talk Radio. When we come back, let's talk about what some of the other states have done in terms of the Affordable Care Act. So we'll talk about that and more when we return with more on Target Radio. And you're listening to AM560, The Answer.
The Republican candidates for president will debate just one more time before the end of 2015. And the only place to hear that debate on the radio in Chicago is right here on AM 560. Catch the CNN Republican debate Tuesday, December 15th, live from Las Vegas.
That is not my policy.
Pre-debate coverage begins with Joe Walsh at 5, followed by the first round debate at 5:30 p.m. exclusively on your election headquarters in Chicago.
Man, his anger.
AM 560, The Answer.
Fox News Radio, I'm Harold McHugh. This week, President Obama will attempt to reassure Americans that his administration's focused on fighting terror and keeping us safe.
With terror fears lingering in the U.S. this holiday season, the president is set to visit the Pentagon and the National Counterterrorism Center, taking on public concerns and the White House strategy for stopping ISIS, including ISIS sympathizers in the U.S. This after critics said the president's primetime address last Sunday did not do enough to reassure the public.
Fox's Connor Powell. It's not beginning to look a lot like Christmas in much of the country, where daytime temperatures have been soaring into the 60s and above. Joe Valahovic runs a ski resort in Ohio.
It's a real bummer right now. A year ago, we were skiing right now. Today, we're out here in shorts.
Unseasonably warm December temps will last through most of the week. Fox News, we report, you decide.
How can you get from here to there? We've got the answer from the ChicagoRadioDeals.com Traffic Center.
Taking a look at the roads, problems on the CTA Red Line. Trains headed to 95th Street stopped at Addison with mechanical problems. And over on the Blue Line, still seeing a couple of issues, residual delays from the earlier switching problems at O'Hare. Over on the expressways, no delays Edens or Kennedy. Outbound Ike, heavy Sacramento to Austin with Blackhawks traffic. 24 to Manheim, 37 to Thorndale. Inbound is 30 from Thorndale and 17 from Manheim. Looking good on the Stevenson. Dan Ryan inbound express has a left lane down with roadwork 67 to 63rd. Starting at midnight, a full closure of the inbound express until 5 a.m. No delays on that stretch or the rest of the Ryan. Southbound Lakeshore Drive has a stall on the right lane at Belmont, but no delays at all. Right now, it is 60 degrees, lightly raining, showers overnight, a low of 52. Showers early tomorrow, otherwise a high of 53. Next update in 15 minutes on AM 560, The Answer.
Safer USA, Chicago's most trusted name in firearm training, is offering beginners classes, tactical pistol and rifle, long-range rifle to 600 yards, and the most comprehensive Illinois concealed carry program available. AM 560 On Target Radio co-hosts David Lombardo and Gretchen Fritz will prepare you to carry a firearm for personal protection, including firearm, holster, and ammunition selection. A comprehensive law review designed to keep you out of trouble and even how to deal with home invasions. Firearm, ammunition, holster, class notebook, and lunch are provided. Safer USA and the Aurora Sportsman's Club invites you to participate in this one-of-a-kind Illinois concealed carry program that also qualifies you for Florida, Utah, and Arizona non-resident permits. Find out what over 6,000 students already know at saferusa.com or call 877-954-3030. That's 877-954-3030. Safer USA. Choosing to own a firearm is your business. Teaching you to own it responsibly is ours.
For over 100 years, the Illinois State Rifle Association has supported the rights and freedoms of Illinois citizens to keep and bear arms. For over 100 years, the ISRA has supported the use of firearms as a sport for personal protection and as a fundamental aspect of national defense. For over 100 years, the Illinois State Rifle Association has been supporting you. Don't you think it's time you supported them? ISRA.org or 815-635-3198. The Illinois State Rifle Association, supporting you.
Kitchen need a makeover? Tired of your outdated bathroom? Did a big box store raise more questions than answers? The answer is Stone City. 2 million square feet of marble and granite countertops in 50 colors starting at $26 a square foot installed. Plus the latest appliances, cabinetry, faucets, and fixtures. Stone City designers transform your dream into reality. Stone City, 3053 West Grand in Chicago, or call 773-533-9806. That's 773-533-9806. Stone City, it's your home, only better.
Pop quiz for all business owners. If you're not incorporated and someone sues your business, which one of these can you lose? Your home, your car, or your life savings? The answer? All three. Because if you're not incorporated, it's not just your business that can be sued, it's you too, which means you could lose everything. Once business owners realize the risk of not being incorporated, they usually scramble to incorporate or form an LLC. To make it quick and easy, Incorporate.com is now giving away a free incorporation guide to all business owners, so you can incorporate in just 10 minutes. For your free 10-minute incorporation guide, call now, 1-800-969-5334. Protect your financial future. At Incorporate.com, they don't provide legal or financial advice. They just make incorporating or forming an LLC quick and easy. Call now for your free 10-minute incorporation guide. 1-800-969-5334. Hurry while supplies last. 1-800-969-5334. That's 1-800-969-5334.
You're listening to On Target Radio on AM560 The Answer with David Lombardo and Gretchen Fritz. Here's David and Gretchen with more interesting conversation on gun control, concealed carry, freedom of speech, and other red meat issues that affect your life.
And we're back. We're on Target Radio. Hi, I'm Rick Cezak, Advertising Sales Director for the On Target Media Group. You own a small business and need more exposure to potential customers, and what small business doesn't, we can help. For over 3 years, the On Target Media Group has been helping small businesses grow. We offer many different and affordable marketing packages through our partnership program. Plus, we can even create a custom program tailored to your business's needs. To find out more, contact me today at sales.ontargetradio@gmail.com or visit our website at otmediagroup.net/sponsorship. We look forward to helping your business reach its target.
And we're back with more On Target Radio. We got a call from Robert from Oakbrook, who said that he and his wife both lost their jobs at LaGrange and Hinsdale hospitals, along with hundreds of other people, directly attributable to Obamacare regulations. And that's exactly what we were talking about. That's what's happening to people. There were how many co-ops? 20?
23.
23 co-ops. How many are they still?
12 have gone out.
So
actually 12 have gone out, and this week Maine, which was the only one that was profitable, announced it was going to suspend business after this week for the rest of the year. They're not going to have business. They're going to stay, but they're not going to take any more clients this year.
Yet another little pearl facet of this gem that has come out. So why are they going out of business? If you have to buy health insurance from them, how can they go out of business?
Well, there's a few things there. First of all, you have a lot more sick people buying insurance than they expected, and not enough of the healthy people. That's number one. And number two, there was also a reinsurance program built into the law, or a bailout, if you will. And when they wrote the law, they thought the big companies would be profitable and the new companies would be not profitable, and it would offset, and there'd be more money for the small companies. Unfortunately, they're all losing money. So the companies got about 13% of what they lost reimbursed through the reinsurance program. I mean, even Blue Cross lost, I think, $400 million in Illinois last year. So on the individual side. Now, a startup company, they can't survive that.
These co-ops are actually corporations, aren't they?
They are consumer-owned, actually consumer-owned and operated.
But so they're legal corporations.
Right.
They're
Well,
company.
Right. They're a company, yes. They're owned by the policyholder.
So I thought Democrats didn't like corporate subsidies.
Apparently they like them more than they're willing to admit.
I
always wondered why these hospital networks, like the big hospital networks, didn't start their own plans.
You're seeing some things kind of like that. I mean, not necessarily with hospitals, but with doctor groups, like Kaiser has been doing it for years. They've had, Kaiser centers in Cleveland, and there's some in Atlanta where if you have Kaiser insurance, you go to their center for free. One just starting in Illinois now, Harkin Health, which is owned by United Healthcare, but they have 4 locations now opening January 1. And if you have a Harkin policy, and it's only available in Cook County, but if you buy Harkin, you can go to the Harkin Center and get your care for free. So, for the doctor visits and whatnot there. So I think that concept is kind of a good concept. There's no Ohio Premier doing the same thing. So those things are kind of starting to happen.
I just wonder, because those are nonprofit organizations, and then you're not worried about shareholders. Then you don't have a bottom line to worry about because it's not for profit. And same thing, not that it would necessarily be free, but, sort of a PPO type of thing of like, if you belong to, Presence, not to give them a plug, but, then you go to any Presence hospital or any, Presence doctor and it's, 90% or 80% or whatever.
No, that kind of stuff makes sense. I think you might see the insurance companies or the hospitals getting the insurance game, so to speak.
Well, there have been a couple of doctors that have clinics, fairly good-sized clinics, that you basically pay them monthly. Right. You enroll in a program, and you go to them, and they take care of you.
Right.
I've seen them.
Yeah, I've seen it. There's a program now I've seen it. What's it called? Docs on Web, I believe it is. But I mean, it's basically a subscription to your doctor.
Right.
Where it's a subscription where you just pay them every month, and you get unlimited. Whatever the fee is, $150 a month, $100, whatever it is. You just pay them every month, and when you go to see them, you get phone advice, you get person advice, and no charge because you're paying a subscription.
And one of the byproducts of all this is because doctors seem to be making less money playing this game. I'm spending more time, and I don't have a big objection, but I'm spending more time with physicians' assistants than I am with a doctor, because the doctor, they're scheduling every 15 minutes or whatever to get as many patients through as possible. So all that pre-stuff that your doctor would sit and talk to you about, how you doing, how's this, that's being done by somebody else now. And you're just getting this little chunk of time with the doctor. I understand that, but I don't think I particularly care for that.
Well, yeah, it's almost like a lick 'em and stick 'em kind of thing. And you see it even more with Medicare. You're seeing a lot more doctors not accept Medicare patients because Medicare pays them even less, and there's only so much time they can spend. And they are a business; they still have to make a profit. You have to pay your X-ray, you got to pay your staff, you got to pay for the medical records, all the stuff that goes into it. So they don't have as much time to spend with the patient. And the older you are, the more medical care you require, and sometimes the more time you need to understand things. So I mean, you're seeing a lot of that going on now.
Well, and the other part, which is not for discussion tonight, but the cost of drugs has just gotten to be obscene.
Oh boy!
Okay? I mean, it's totally over the top. I'm taking a cancer drug, $9,000 a month, $9,000 a month, and after Medicare and everything else, my end is still $2,000. Fortunately, there's some foundation that picks it up. Otherwise, I couldn't do it. Anyway, we'll be back with more On Target Radio after these messages, and you're listening to AM560, The Answer.
Stuck in traffic. That's the answer. ChicagoRadioDeals.com Traffic Center.
Taking a look at traffic on CTA's Red Line. Trains headed to 95th Street, seeing some heavy delays after earlier mechanical problems at Addison. Those trains were stopped for a little while. And on the Blue Line, some residual delays after much earlier track switching problems at O'Hare. Eisenhower outbound on the break, Sacramento to Austin, with Blackhawks traffic still dissipating. 24 to Manheim, 37 to Thorndale inbound, slowing as you approach the Burns Circle interchange. 30 from Thorndale to downtown, 17 from Manheim. On the outbound, Ryan, a crash reported at 18th. Not really seeing a delay, though, just 15 down to 95th. On the inbound side, of a left lane down in the express from 67th to 63rd with roadwork, a full closure coming at midnight through 5 a.m. Right now, it is 60 degrees with light rain. Showers continuing overnight, a low of 52. Tomorrow, likely rain early, otherwise a high of 53. Next update in 15 minutes on AM560 The Answer.
If you're looking for a better shooting experience, imagine shooting virtually all your firearms the same day. You can move and shoot steel, draw from the holster, or compete in a 3-gun match. You can exercise that rifle out to 600 yards, even engage in a very challenging sporting clays course or a round of trap or skeet. Do all that and much more at the Aurora Sportsman's Club. Whether you're a novice looking for a basic course or an experienced shooter looking for an advanced course, even if you want to participate in your favorite shooting event such as IDPA or cowboy action shooting, spend an enjoyable day with the family at the Aurora Sportsman's Club, the only shooting facility in the region that offers all of that and more. If that sounds interesting, don't miss the next orientation and a tour of the Aurora Sportsman's Club in Waterman, Illinois. Call the membership department at 815-264-9000 extension 44 for information. That's 815-264-9000 extension 44 to join a one-of-a-kind shooting facility. The Aurora Sportsman's Club.
Here's some great news. Jack Tabota of Tabota & Associates can help you with your retirement game plan. You know Jack, or you should. Jack is the president and founder of Tabota & Associates. He's been helping folks just like you retire successfully for 3 decades. Jack has the insight, information, strategies, and experience you can use to build wealth and keep it. Live good. Retire well with Jack Tabota of Tabota & Associates. 630-777-7955. 630-777-7955.
Hey, what's up? Holla at your boy. XOXOXO. You getting these texts? Question mark. Where are you? What are you doing? OMG, you are making me mad. You better text me back. I'm waiting outside your house.
Relentless, aggressive texting is like sending an angry robot to deliver your message. When does the robot become dangerous? Let us know at that'snotcool.com.
That'snotcool.com.
Brought to you by the Ad Council.
You're listening to On Target Radio on AM560 The Answer with David Lombardo and Gretchen Fritz. Here's David and Gretchen with more interesting conversation on gun control, concealed carry, freedom of speech, and other red meat issues that affect your life.
And we're back with more On Target Radio. Give us a call, 312-642-5600. The light keeps coming up. People call in. They don't want to talk. What's that about, George? George doesn't have a microphone. This is great. Oh, maybe he does. I thought we got.
He can talk to us, but he can't talk on the air.
All right. So we were talking about the Affordable Care Act, and we have to put up with him. We have no choice.
Get some new sound effects too.
He can turn the switch off, and we're off the
that.
air. There's a certain amount of pressure that follows with that. What have other states done in the past before we had Affordable Care Act? What were they doing?
Almost every state had something. Most states had a risk pool of some sort. In Illinois, I said it before, it was the Illinois Comprehensive Health Insurance Program, or CHIPS. You got a Blue Cross card, but every company paid into the pool, so to speak. Some states had a guaranteed issue. Some states had open enrollment, or some kind of exchange. I talked before about the state of Ohio, what they did, and this might be like the future of way to work these exchanges. They had an open enrollment every year. Every company had to participate in this open enrollment, but once you had 4% of your volume was now substandard or high risk, you were done taking clients. So Anthem filled up first, and then Aetna, and then by the time we got down to Zurich, they were plenty of place there. But there was, at the time, I think there was 26 insurance companies in the state of Ohio, and they never filled up, by doing it that way. And you can pick it up. It could be 4%, 10%, 8%. If there's a cap on how much of your risk there is, every company could do it. And then the rest of the year was underwritten. So you had plenty of your healthy business. The bulk of your business, 95%, is healthy. In Ohio, the way they did it was there was also a cap on what you could charge those people. You could charge them more. I think it was 30% more than your standard issue plan. And it might have been 50% more, but that was a way to do it. So yes, you're sick, you're going to pay more. You're going to get your insurance. You can't milk the system because you can only jump in once a year. And if you don't do it, too bad.
You got to wait a year.
You got to wait a year. But everybody else wasn't penalized. So the healthy person wasn't penalized. The 23-year-old didn't have to pay more for the older people. So I think, and a lot of states had variation plans. Most states had a risk pool. And the problem with a risk pool, a traditional risk pool, is there's no healthy people to offset that pool. So it just gets sicker and sicker financially, right? So there's no healthy people. So the costs just keep going up. So they're expensive. So, maybe that's, you take the millions and millions of dollars we put in these co-ops, the $3.4 billion we put in the co-ops, and put them in the risk pools. Or have every insurance company fund it, you put a percentage. But, the way Ohio did it was, in my opinion, as close to right as you can get. And again, I haven't heard Governor Kasich mention this yet there, so I don't know that he understands even how it worked. Maybe if you're listening, Governor, if you get this show in Ohio, you should check into it. But that is a very good way. And I think when you just look at the entire law that we have now, if you don't want to repeal, if you just want to start picking pieces apart, you need more healthy business. And years ago, before the law, just for an example, I could write a 25, 26-year-old, 23-year-old for about $80 a month for an insurance plan. And it was the hardest sale there was because they don't want to spend $80 for insurance.
He doesn't see the value.
Right, doesn't see the value. Okay. Right. Now that plan is like $250. And if they didn't buy it at $80, they're not going to buy it at $250. And that's the problem with why you're not getting enough young, healthy people into the pool to offset the older people. So if you have your separate, and now you have some companies in the exchange, some companies out of the exchange, right? The rules got to be, if you're in, you're in, but set a limit so you're not getting, so one company's not getting all the sick people and all the, people are jumping on and off. So that is an answer that, just explore it. And we keep saying, well, in Germany they do it this way, in Canada they do it this way, and there's better care in other countries, which I would debate that too, because
why do they come here?
Right, they come here, and also they look at the age of life, and a lot of countries, they don't count infantile death as a life. So we do. So if you die at age 1, that's a short life. That offsets the people who live. A lot of countries don't count it. So I could debate that, but that's not the topic. I'm sorry. But I think if we just look at what other states did and what other states did well, and even if you just take what every state did well and throw out what they did bad, you could, if they'd examined all 50 states that did something different and try to take the good and kick out the bad,
sure,
you'd have something.
I have to say that I went on Medicare in January 2 years ago, and I got the Blue Cross supplement. And the two observations I make is this. The first one is nobody, in all the years that I put money into this stuff, nobody ever said when you retire and you go to use it, you have to pay for it. They don't tell you that you want Medicare, you actually pay for Medicare. You want the supplement, you pay. I thought I was paying into it and I was going to get it. Having said that, I've had a couple of medical issues and stuff. And I got to say, in all fairness, it's been great. I mean, I go into a place and I drop that Blue Cross card down, I'm home. That's it. I have no problem with it. This stuff, I've never heard anything good about the Affordable Care Act.
Oh, well, it's true. Well, first of all, the deductibles are so high, most people can't use it. Most people go online, they shop, and they just, because they have to, or they're going to get fined, so they pick the cheapest plan. And if you don't deal with a broker or someone knows or anybody knows something about insurance, you're going to pick the cheapest plan. You're not going to realize, well, there's no prescription coverage on this plan, or you got $12,000 deductible or a $6 or whatever. People don't totally understand insurance, or many of them don't. So if you talk to somebody who knows what they're doing, that will help you out tremendously.
You need somebody to help you navigate the water.
Right,
is what you do.
Right.
All right, we're going to be back after a few messages. We're going to wrap this whole thing up, and we'll have more on Target Radio when we return. You're listening to AM560, The Answer.
Safer USA, Chicago's most trusted name in firearm training, is offering beginners classes, tactical pistol and rifle, long-range rifle to 600 yards, and the most comprehensive Illinois concealed carry program available. AM560 On Target Radio co-hosts David Lombardo and Gretchen Fritz will prepare you to carry a firearm for personal protection, including firearm, holster, and ammunition selection. A comprehensive law review designed to keep you out of trouble and even how to deal with home invasions. Firearm, ammunition, holster, class notebook, and lunch are provided. Safer USA and the Aurora Sportsman's Club invites you to participate in this one-of-a-kind Illinois concealed carry program that also qualifies you for Florida, Utah, and Arizona non-resident permits. Find out what over 6,000 students already know at saferusa.com or call 877-954-3030. That's 877-954-3030. Safer USA. Choosing to own a firearm is your business. Teaching you to own it responsibly is ours.
Fact, approximately 60% of all residential properties in Cook County are overassessed and paying way too much in property taxes. Here's the good news. If you live anywhere in Cook County, Chicago, or the burbs, now there's a way to find out in 60 seconds or less if you're one of the 60% that's overpaying. IAppealPropertyTax.com will give you your estimated savings without cost or obligation. If you decide to appeal your taxes, IAppealPropertyTax.com handles handles the entire process for a modest flat fee depending on your actual tax savings. iAppealPropertyTax.com has an 85% success rate once the appeal is filed. And if your appeal isn't successful, it costs you zero. So if you're a Cook County property owner and even suspect your taxes are too high, visit iAppealPropertyTax.com. That's iAppealPropertyTax.com. Do it now. You've got nothing to lose and potentially a lot to save. iAppealPropertyTax.com.
You're listening to On Target Radio on AM560 The Answer with David Lombardo and Gretchen Fritz. Here's David and Gretchen with more interesting conversation on gun control, concealed carry, freedom of speech, and other red meat issues that affect your life.
And we're back with more On Target Radio. And this is the moment you've been waiting for all week. This is what's coming up in the coming week. It's hard for me to say that. This is what's coming up in the coming week.
Stand by. Here's Gretchen with your action items for the week.
Just a reminder to attend the ISRA grassroots group in your area this week. Wheaton, Tuesday, December 15th at 7 p.m. at the Seven Dwarfs Restaurant. McHenry County, Wednesday, December 16th at 7 p.m. at the Woodstock VFW. Deerfield, Wednesday, December 16th at 7 p.m. at Deerfield Italian Kitchen. And Chatham, Chicago South Side, Thursday, December 17th at 7 p.m. at A+ Security and Safety Training. I put this information on Facebook earlier today. The Illinois State Rifle Association invites you to participate in Winter Wars 12, their annual high-power rifle romp in the snow. The Winter Wars match will be Saturday, January 9th, starting at 9 a.m. This is not a fiercely contested event for finely tuned match rifles. This is an opportunity for the Milsurp rifle enthusiast to shake off cabin fever and get back in touch with some of his or her favorite relic battle rifles for a little fun and a little frostbite. There will be door prizes, not score prizes, and you will probably receive one if you brave the cold. The entry fee is $25 for the entire event, which includes 2 shooting matches, chili, hot drinks, and a bonfire. Please mail your entry to the ISRA office in Chatsworth. Some of the rifles you may use include Mosin Nagant, any 8mm Mauser, Romanian Mannlicher, Italian Carcano, M1 rifles and carbines, semi-automatic BARs, G41s and G43s, Model 1903s, Arisakas, AK-47s, and AR-15s. To see the complete list and description of the event, go to the calendar on isra.org or reach out to me and I will email it to you. The following Safer USA classes are at our facility in Waterman. Saturday and Sunday, January 9th and 10th, and February 13th and 14th. Illinois Concealed Carry 1. This 16-hour class will be taught by David and Gretchen and meets the training requirements for Illinois Concealed Carry, as well as Florida, Arizona, and Utah. To sign up for classes, go to saferusa.com and click on register.
Mr. Cizak, are we going to be doing segment 6?
Yes, we are. And tonight we're going to be talking about common sense reforms, not just for insurance, but for healthcare.
More healthcare. Speaking of which, our guest has been Eric Wilson. This is your moment to shamelessly plug your website.
Well, just a couple of things for everybody out there. If you want health coverage for a January 1 start date, you need to do it by Tuesday the 15th. That's the last day for a January 1 start date. The last day to enroll for 2016 is January the 31st. That would be for a March 1 start date. If you need help, you can call me at 815-372-1363 if you're in Illinois. Toll free is 888-448-5370. You can visit online at www.isellhealth.com. Follow me on Twitter at isellhealth.
And there you go. Somebody to guide you through the labyrinth of healthcare issues.
The piranha-infested waters.
There you go. You got to be careful swimming in piranha-infested water.
That's right.
Yeah, so it's been a good show.
It has. I would say I was unemployed for a while, and even though ACA was already in place, I refused. I didn't want to give them my personal information because to me that's just Big Brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of watching.
And you're not alone in that, right. Believe me. Anyway, we'd like to thank you, Eric Wilson, for taking time to come and visit us tonight, and we'd like to thank you for listening to On Target Radio. Be sure to listen next week when Gretchen and I will be discussing red meat issues that affect your life.
We'd also like to thank George Hoffman on the board, Rick Cizak, our social media director, and our sponsors, the Illinois State Rifle Association, the Aurora Sportsman's Club, Stone City Kitchen and Bath Design Center, and Safer USA.
And as always, thank you, Michael, for making all this madness happen.